Hey Libra, welcome back to my YouTube channel. These are going to be your messages for the month of July 2019. I hope you guys don't mind the new angle. Let me know if you guys are cool with it or not. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for being here again, and let's go ahead and jump right in. So Libra, at the center of your reading, you have the Seven of Cups. And on either side of it, you have the Two of Wands and the Ten of Swords. So upon looking at these three cards at the center here, I feel like you guys are, you're in the midst of some of your illusions kind of crumbling down. And I say that because you have the Seven of Cups at the center, which represents a kind of like being under an illusion, being, things not being very clear. The Two of Pentacles, which is an energy of sort of a balancing act, like trying to, like a sudden upheaval, things kind of coming crashing down because of a balancing act, trying to juggle something. And then you have the Ten of Swords on the other side. So I feel like for a lot of you Libras, this may have been a betrayal by a loved one, could be romantic, could be a friend, could be a family member, but some sort of perception that you had of someone, an idea, an image, has just sort of crumbled because of whatever this situation is. And a lot of you Libras, I feel, are kind of turning the corner. You have the Seven of Wands above the Two of Pentacles. So you're definitely overcoming, or in the midst of overcoming, these obstacles. You either are in the middle of it or you already have. And with the Knight of Cups here being beside you, you're definitely more discerning on an emotional level. You are more cautious, and you are, your boundaries have been strengthened by whatever this Ten of Swords was. Devil card being above the Ten of Swords is making me feel like whoever this person was that was connected to this betrayal was very much leeching off of your energy, leeching off of your resources. They might have been talking behind your back, just painting, because we all know how deceptive the devil can be, and how, the different masks that the devil wears, and how much of a trickster he can be. And so again, tying into the Seven of Cups here, whatever image or picture this person painted for you in the beginning of who they were and who they were to you and the relationship that the two of you had together, it has since fallen apart. And you are feeling wiser. Like, I mean, whatever the betrayal was, it definitely stung, but you're feeling more, you're taking it as a learning lesson, which is very Libra, very diplomatic. Like, you were hurt by it, but now you're kind of seeing the positives that came out of it. You're seeing, okay, like, moving forward, this is what I know better now. Just kind of taking it for what it was and not letting it hold you back. And when I say that it stung you, it's because you have the Five of Cups here. So you were definitely, there was a period where you were very hurt by whatever this betrayal was. Like, you just were like, I can't believe this. There may have been even a period of denial where you were just like, this is not true. This can't be happening. And you maybe tried to make sense of it in your head, and maybe there was a period of time where you were ignoring those red flags, you were ignoring those signs, you were ignoring what other people were saying to you about this individual, or what you were feeling about this individual. And it just kind of got to the point where you had to let the chips kind of fall where they were and accept the situation as it truly was, without this cloak of the Seven of Cups around it that was kind of creating this illusion for you. So you sort of snatched off the veil and you were just like, no more. Like, I want, like I have to see this situation for how it really is, and I have to stop lying to myself. I have to stop being dishonest with myself and stop being dishonest with others about what the situation is. And so you did kind of go through a grieving process, or a period where you were very sort of burned and hurt by whatever this betrayal was. I just keep looking at this Temperance card here and the sun that's kind of coming up over the hill. So you guys you're taking the higher road, is what just came to me. Another thing with this Six of Wands is that I feel like a lot of you Libras need to share your story. This whole row actually is telling me that you guys have some stories and some hurts and some experiences that a lot of people will connect with and support you for. But you have to, and I know because I am a Libra, so I know that for Libras, you know, we tend to not really want the spotlight. We don't want to, you know, that's not really our style. We're more kind of behind the scenes people, you know, and we don't really like to make it so much about ourselves. But it's not, don't think of it that way. A lot of you, I feel, are needing some sort of support. You're needing something outside of yourselves, some sort of community. And that's what this Six of Wands is presenting to you, is that there is an opportunity for community, but you have to be willing to share your story. You have to be willing to be honest and, you know, go to those dark places and be vulnerable and share your pain with people. Because I think you will be surprised by the amount of positive feedback that you have. So let's go ahead and move on to the second layer, Libra. I hope you got something out of that. Additional messages for Libra. What else does Libra need to know for the month of July? So looking at your second layer, Libra, you have at the center the Page of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Death card, the Four of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Sun card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. Interesting. Oops. All right, so interesting energies here. Right off the bat, there's definitely something that wants to come in. You have the Sun card here, the Wheel of Fortune. However, I feel like some of you guys are being overcome by your anxiety. Five of Pentacles here is a strong, having a strong anxiety about money, about security, about job and finances. Nine of Swords, Five of Pentacles, the Wheel of Flow. So some of you guys are literally putting yourselves in this mental entrapment. You're putting yourselves in this mental prison because your anxiety is just so strong. And it's funny because it's so, oh God, it's so Libra, but it's like you're literally putting yourself in this energy. Like you're putting yourself in this Nine of Swords energy where you're feeling helpless because, you know, the trademark of being a Libra is that you know, being indecisive, having a hard time definitively deciding something. And so, I mean, it's like, you know, that you can't stay in this Five of Pentacles energy where you have all of this heavy anxiety, but you can't get over the hump of it. Like you just can't definitively say, I don't have any anxiety anymore, if that makes sense. Like you're just kind of hanging on to it, even though you know that you shouldn't. And so you're literally wrapping yourself in this mental entanglement. You have to be willing to let the false beliefs die. You have to be willing to look at the mental patterns that have put you in this Nine of Swords energy, and you have to be willing to let them pass on, especially with eclipse season coming. I mean, hell, it's pretty much here. I'm feeling it already. You're gonna be seeing extreme transformation in the continuing weeks of the summer, the period of summer. And you know, it's one of those things where you can either go kicking and screaming, or you can just let things die gracefully. And it would behoove you to just let it die gracefully, because it's gonna die either way. It's just your level of willingness toward it that is going to either hinder you or help the process along. But you do have the Wheel of Flow here, so abundance is on the other side. You just have to get over the anxiety and allow yourself to tap into it, because I think for a lot of you, you're seeing the entanglement that you're in, and you're just like, oh my God, like there's no way that I can get out of this. It's impossible. It'll like, I'll never see the other side of this. And that's what's keeping you away from this abundance, is your own sort of negative self-talk, your own poor mental attitude toward the abundance that is your birthright, essentially, because that's what we're talking about here, is your birthright. Sun card on the other side is reaffirming that. So take a look at that. And there's plenty of resources out there that can help you overcome this mentality of lack, this poverty mentality. So moving on from that, some of you are getting married in the month of July, or you've just been proposed to. Some of you are entering into a relationship in the month of July. You have the Page of Cups at the center. For others, this Page of Cups could just be you kind of letting loose in the month of July and just easing up on yourself and letting yourself have a good time. Becoming less self-critical is what I'm feeling. With the Knight of Wands and the Six of Pentacles here as well, some of you guys could be looking at nonprofit work, some sort of charity work where you're giving back, or providing a service to others. You may be spending more time with your craft. If you do something that involves giving back to others or providing a service to others, you may be spending more time with that, refining it. Discovering better ways to improve efficiency, you know, things of that nature. And with the Knight of Wands here, to me, this energy is the energy that you're going to be coming out of the eclipse, coming out of eclipse season with. Feeling more lighthearted, feeling more in control, feeling more passionate about what you're doing moving forward. Yeah. Interesting energies that you have here, Libra. You definitely have some homework. You have some things before you that are needing to be addressed and taken care of, and I think you'll do the work. I mean, you will, because like I said, it's imminent. So I hope you guys got something out of these messages. I hope it was informative for you. Thank you guys so much for joining me and for being here once again, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.